Hello, everybody. Jason, I'm New Age Revolution Cave. Saturday. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. The sweet child o' mine, Finley, the 8-year-old, had a fishing accident this morning. Got a hook stuck in his head. Seriously. Had a three-pronged lure in his head, thanks to moronic children fishing too close together. Old dad couldn't get that thing out, didn't try very long, trust me, and he had to go to the hospital, and they took it out, but still very traumatic. So that's why there's no Nup all day tonight. The house is in no mood for that. So I gotta, I think there has to be a committal to vlogging despite chaos. I couldn't, I had to cancel some people this morning for work, and it was just a total disaster. And then that stops me from wanting to do, anything. So, but I got a few things that I want to go over with you. First thing is a estate sale pickup. I'm still, my brain is coming back to earth here. An estate sale pickup. Now, I told you the other day I went to an estate sale. I got a couple of hammers. I got some plastic tubs to store things in. But I bought something that brings back just some fantastic summer memories. So my grandparents, now before I lived with my grandparents, they had a garage that they turned into living space. It's not outdoor living space, it's garage living space. Now, sometimes this is referred to lovingly as the Italian garage. I guess that's, I don't know where that comes from, but the Italian garage, I'm not Italian, by the way, but the Italian garage is, apparently Italian people in the U.S. Make garages living space. I don't know, whatever. But my grandparents had, they had a one-car garage that was very narrow, but they turned it into living space in the summertime only. So in the summertime, they would roll out this blue outdoor carpet that, was just ugly, and they would put a couple, they'd put a love seat out there. They'd put a chair. There was a kind of a small eating table with some plastic chairs around it, whatever. But this item was always on that outdoor table or that garage table, because my grandparents, unfortunately, were smokers. And this thing was always on this garage table, of course, while we were eating and sitting in this enclosed space. They'd be, puffing away on their stogies, contributing to the, secondhand whatever of their grandchildren. But I saw this at the estate sale, and I got really excited because this is the exact item that my grandparents had on this silly little outdoor table. What am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about an ashtray. And this ashtray belonged to my grandparents. Not this one, I'm sure, but this exact ashtray was on my grandparents' garage table during the summer. And it would have all these cigarettes just sitting. Now, you'd think of it, that's not an ashtray. Well, it is. It was used as an ashtray anyways in my grandparents', and this is a gigantic piece of glass. Ashtrays are usually small. Trust me, they had their little cigarettes just resting right here, and a couple of dead cigarettes here, some ashtrays, This was an ashtray that my grandparents used in the summer, and so now I have it, and I've got to find a spot for it on the table because it is absolutely an end table piece. It was an end table piece. You know, ashtrays were on coffee tables in my childhood. They were on end tables in my childhood. They were on bedroom nightstands in my childhood. As disgusting as that is, this is how it was. So I bought it. I bought it for $3. This was $3. And it is the ashtray that my grandparents had. I don't know where I'm going to put it. There's not a lot of room here, but it is going on either the coffee table or the end table somehow. All right. Next up, what we've got to do is we have got to, I've got to get this up on the shelf first. There we go. What we've got to do is we've got to begin to figure this stuff out. This, if you are not familiar, is the G.I. Joe box that Colin from Canada gave me. Inside this box, the only G.I. Joe that I recognize 100, well, there's a couple. One of the G.I. Joes that I recognize 100% is Road Pig. Now, I believe that Road Pig is 87. I believe. So let's take a look. I have the G.I. Joe Bible here. Let's take a look to see if Road Pig is 1987. As I flip through, nope, Big Boa is. I don't think Road Pig is. I wonder if Road Pig is 88. Let's go to 88. All right. Yeah. Road Pig is a Dreadnought, 1988. All right, so that is the one G.I. Joe that I know for sure is in here. But there's a ton of other items in here. Now, first of all, if anybody is collecting He-Man and would like Mossman, please let me know. I'll send it to you. Or just wait. Oh my goodness, this isn't what I think it is it? No, this is 1997. Oh, this is a Burger King. This is cool. This is a Dracula Burger King promo. No idea. And it says 97 or 87. No, that definitely says that's 1997. 1987 Burger King. I don't know what that is. It's a Dracula Burger King Happy Meal toy. I don't know. What I'm going to do is go through all these. Now, I know obviously there are some non-G.I. Joes in here, like this Predator figure, right? But I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. Here's a Star Wars figure. There's Jar Jar, I think. Here's a, what is this? I don't know, Spider-Man of some kind. So there's a lot of figures in here that are probably not G.I. Joe. I know this fella is G.I. Joe. So we're going to go through this and we're going to try to identify as much of this as we can. This is not going to be easy at all. So I don't even know if we should start in 87, if we should start in 88. I have no idea how to, it's like this. Is this Joe? I don't know if that's G.I. Joe or not. I have no idea. There's no markings on it. I mean, I guess we can just go through the book, but I have no idea. Like here's a Batman. These will all be available. I mean, look at all this. I have no idea. Here's Robin. We'll put all those aside. Let's see if we can identify this guy. Who is this? I know some of you are probably telling me who it is by yelling, by yelling at me. But I'm going to go through the book. I know it's not an 86, so I'm going through the 87s real quickly, and it's so far not an 87 figure. So we'll go to 88. And you're just looking at the top of my head. That's what she said. Yeah, it's not an 88 either so far. And then 89s or 90s, I'm not really collecting. So I don't know what we're going to do if all these figures are 89s. Well, it's not an 88. I don't even know if it's G.I. Joe. So that's where we're stuck here. We have to go through all these and try desperately to identify them. Because I'm only collecting up to 87. Yeah, this is not 88. This is not 89 either. So that's what I'm going to do for the next few minutes. I don't want to bore you to death by going through them. Is it a 90? Do I have to go do this for every single figure? So far, it's not a 90. Yeah, it's not a 90. I don't even know if this is a G.I. Joe. So that's my night. That's what I have planned. That's what I have to do. I have to go through these figures and start to make sense of them. I don't think this is a G.I. Joe. So that's what I'm going to do. I know this is. We have to figure out what year he is. So I'm going to have to like identify all these and write them all down and blah, blah, blah. All right. So again, sorry about the lack of videos over the last couple of days. You know, sometimes, and I know people like get tired of, you know, like you're not supposed to care about, you know, personal stuff. You're just supposed to be entertained, and that's what I do, and I entertain you, and I do some stuff, and I know that a lot of you are, you know, a part of my life and care about, you know, the stuff that goes on. But so I don't like to keep, you know, I know this is a Joe, it's got a Cobra sign on it. I don't like to keep unloading negative stuff on you, but there's often a lot of negative stuff that goes on in this house. I think this is one. We're going to look him up. There's a lot of negative stuff that goes on here, and so it definitely dictates the mood that I'm in and the direction. I know this is a Joe. The direction my day goes. So yeah, we got a lot to do. So I'm sorry that I don't, you know, sometimes things come up. It's not health related. It's not mental health related. It's just stress related. Like the house is chaotic, and tomorrow's my birthday, and things aren't really that stable for my birthday. So that's annoying, but it is what it is. So that's the lack of videos. This is what I did just to come on and say hello. That's all I feel like doing. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. Hopefully things can clear up and I can just get back into the dailies. We'll talk to you later. I'll give you the update on these when I get through them. See you later. Good night now.